Welcome to the Health Talk podcast, where evidence meets encouragement and information becomes transformation. I'm Dr. Ferris Corbett, alongside my colleague, Dr. Deidre Willis, and we want to thank you for joining us today. We don't take it lightly that you've chosen to spend this time with us. Here at Health Talk, our goal is simple: to provide you with clear, trustworthy, and practical health information so that you can make informed decisions about your life, your wellness, and the well-being of those you love. From public health to mental health, from prevention to healing, we believe knowledge is power, but wisdom is action. And together, we'll explore both. So, settle in, open your mind and heart, and let's take this journey toward health, hope, and wholeness together.
Good evening, and thank you all so kindly for joining us on this evening. Listen, we want to apologize that we've missed a few days. This week has been kind of really busy for us. We had a lot of activities going on that we literally forgot about, but we're here tonight. And we're ready to get started. And we just want to take this a quick moment to say to each and every one of you, thank you so very kindly for joining us here again on Health Talk. Again, Health Talk is a part of He Cares Training and Education Center, where yours truly, Dr. Corbett, is the CEO and founder, and Dr. Deidre Willis is our executive vice president and co-founder. Again, we are thankful that you are here with us on tonight. And again, we want to say we do apologize for the few nights that we have missed. But we're here tonight and we're ready to get things ready to roll so we can get into our discussion on tonight. And again, I am grateful and thankful for each and every one of you for coming and joining us here on tonight. So go ahead, let somebody know that Health Talk is on the air and we are about to get ready to get into our segment on tonight. Okay, so go ahead, tag someone, share, alert them, let them know that, hey, Health Talk is now on the air. We're here, and we have a very interesting subject that I think you all are going to find very informative and very beneficial for such a time as this. Okay, so again, go ahead, tag somebody, let them know that Health Talk is here on live at this very present moment. And again, we want to say thank you for joining us here tonight on Health Talk. And again, if you will, do us a quick favor. Just drop us a little note and let us know where you're watching us from, if that is no worries to you and you don't mind doing such. We would love to hear where you're watching us from here on Health Talk. Okay. And again, Health Talk is a part of He Cares Training and Education Center, LLC, where we provide you with information and health tips regarding various health subject matter. Okay. All right. So we're getting ready to get started here. We're so grateful to have each and every one of you joining us here on tonight. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Okay. All right, so tonight is a very interesting topic. Like I said, I think you're going to find this topic on tonight to be very beneficial to you and to your family. So make sure you please like, tag, share, let somebody know that we're here. All right, again, good evening, family, friends, and all of our loved ones, and welcome back to Health Talk. I'm your host, Dr. Corbett. Dr. Willis is not with us tonight, but she will be joining us in future events. Okay. Now, tonight we're preparing for a season that affects nearly every single household, and that is RSV. And I'm sure many of you have heard about RSV, respiratory syncytial virus. Now, for infants, um, it is the leading cause of hospitalization. And for older adults, it can trigger things such as pneumonia or even worsen any type of respiratory condition that they may have. So you want to be very mindful of that. Now, the good news is for the first time in history, we now have multiple tools to help with the prevention of RSV, from to uh, vaccines for expected mothers, as well as new protection for infants and older adults. Okay. Psalms 127 and 3 reminds us children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from Him. Protecting our children as well as our vulnerable population is one of the most sacred tasks we have. And tonight, here on Health Talk, we'll show you how. Okay? All right. So let's get into it. Now, as always, did you know? Hmm? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know RSV is the number one cause of hospitalization in infants under 12 months in the United States? And this is according to the CDC. Now, each year, RSV hospitaliz- uh, each year, RSV hospitalize up to 80,000 children under the age of 5 and cause anywhere from 100 to 300 childhood deaths. So RSV is a serious respiratory condition, and we must treat it as such and view it as such. And that is why we're here tonight uh, on Health Talk to provide you some very valuable and beneficial information when it comes to RSV. Now, for decades, there were no vaccines for RSV. But in the last couple of years, the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, has approved RSV protection for mothers, babies, and older adults. This is prevention we've never had before. So thank God for the vaccine to help with this RSV. Okay, now RSV is a common respiratory virus. In most healthy adults, it looks like a common cold. Okay, but in those vulnerable groups, such as your elderly and infants, it can be very dangerous for those individuals. Okay, infants and preemies or prematures, they may develop things such as bronchitis or even pneumonia. Now, for younger children, they will often need oxygen or to be hospitalized for breathing problem, respiratory issues. And for your older adults, uh, we can see RSV uh, worsen conditions that are already there. And those conditions include, but are not limited to, things such as heart disease, COPD, and asthma. And remember, COPD and asthma, they are already respiratory issues. And if an older adult who already has these conditions, and even a younger a child, if they have these conditions already, it could make those conditions even worse, in turn calling them to be hospitalized. Okay. Now, RSV typically runs from October through March. So that's why we're here giving you a heads up, giving you an advance notice, and providing you some information to help you prepare for this upcoming season. And also keep in mind that along with RSV, we also have COVID out there. Then you have the flu season coming up. So you got a combination of things that are coming up that deals with the respiratory system and the respiratory tract. So if you know someone that has asthma, COPD, or any other type of respiratory issues, you might want to go ahead and like and tag and share them so that they can hear this information that we're providing here tonight on Health Talk, so that we can prepare for this season that is about to come upon us, which again is the flu season And we also have coming up with the RSV season, and you also have COVID. So we got a combination of respiratory things that are going on. And also with the change in the seasons for some people who have allergies. So there's a lot going on respiratory wise, and we want you to be uh, make sure you're well informed as well, to make that informed decision to make preparation for this season. Okay. And as I said, RSV season typically runs from October to March, and it really peaks during the winter season. But post pandemic, since the pandemic, the timing has greatly shifted. It typically runs October to March, but because post pandemic, as I said, with COVID out there, this has caused it to shift. And some areas in the United States have already started seeing a spike in RSV as early as late August, even into this current time of September. Okay. And that is why now is the time that we begin to make preparation for this season. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right. Now, there are two breakthroughs that have changed everything for a lot of families. And that is there is now a maternal RSV vaccine that is available. Thank God. And it's given during pregnancy, and it's usually between the pregnancy 32 to 36 weeks of your pregnancy. So there is a vaccine available. Now, it provides antibiotics to the baby before the baby is even born. So that is a good thing. Okay. And it also protects the newborns in the first 6 months of their life, which is their most vulnerable time. Okay. And the vaccine that's available is called Nisavim. Nisavim. It is a one time antibiotic injection for infants, and it protects for about 5 months, and it should cover the entire RSV season. But keep in mind, as we have said, that because post pandemic, that season of October to March has shifted a little bit. So, but you will have that protection. Okay. And it is recommended for all babies under the age of 8 months, and for certain toddlers that are at high risk. And okay, so keep that in mind during this upcoming season, and also have that conversation with your healthcare provider about the vaccine and about becoming vaccinated, especially if you have infants and young children around your house. Even if you, as a young adult or older adult, that you have some type of respiratory condition. Bronchitis, asthma, COPD, any kind of heart disease, you want to make sure you consult with your healthcare provider and see if the RSV vaccine is appropriate for you, as well as the COVID vaccine, okay? Because there is a new strand out. If you didn't catch the podcast that we did on that, please go back and catch it on replay on the HealthTube channel. We talked about the new virus, the new strand that is out, okay? Now, for the first time, parents can bring their baby home already protected from the RSV virus once they leave the hospital. And this is something that is revolutionary. And we're so grateful and thankful for that. Okay. Now, I know we talked a lot about kids, infants, babies, and young adults. RSV is not just for kids. As we mentioned previously, any adult 60 or over, they are also at high risk, especially, as I said, if they have any type of lung respiratory issues, condition, or any type of heart disease. So they are at great risk, as well as infants. Excuse me. Now, two vaccines were approved in 2023 for adults, and they are the Arawak's and the I can't hardly pronounce that. The Ararax and the Abysova. One is by Pfizer and one is by CSK. And these both were approved in 2023 for older adults. So there is vaccination available for older adults as well. Now, with these two vaccines, what they do is they help to reduce or decrease the severity of the RSV illness uh, by more than 80% in the first season after a person has become vaccinated for RSV. And just stop for a minute and think of the impact. So, when your grandparents are protected, babies in the homes are safe too, and family wide protection, this breaks the change of RSV transmitting RSV. So it is very important. We cannot stress to you enough the importance of getting this vaccine, okay? Because it helps to provide protection. Does it help to prevent it totally? No, it doesn't. But it also helps lessen the severity, helps decrease um, the risk of spreading RSV. So the benefits of it is very monumental and to be taken into consideration and to be considered when making a decision whether or not you are going to receive the vaccine or have your loved one vaccinated. Okay. So let's take a moment here and talk about those highlight RSV in adults. And the individuals, as I said, who are most at risk for contracting RSV is any adult 60 or over. Your parents, grandparents, great grandparents, you may want to have that conversation with them uh, about getting the RSV vaccine. And again, have that conversation with their healthcare provider. Any individual who suffers from asthma, COPD, chronic bronchitis, or heart disease, any of these issues, you want to have that discussion about getting that RSV vaccine, okay? And anybody that has a weakened immune system, that could be someone that has lupus, um, anyone that has any type of those autoimmune diseases, they are at risk, and you want to consider having that conversation with getting vaccinated against them. Now, some of the symptoms that are associated with RSV. Now, remember, I said it is just almost like having a common cold in the older adults. So, some of the symptoms that are associated with RSV is the runny nose, the sore throat, the cough, and occasionally you might run a fever, but not always. And keep in mind also, although these are symptoms of RSV, they're also symptoms of cold and flu. They're also symptoms for COVID. So it is very, very important that we pay attention to our signs and symptoms and go ahead and get checked, to get tested. Have that conversation with your healthcare provider. If you begin to experience these symptoms, uh, contact your healthcare provider, discuss it with them, what symptoms you're having, so that we won't be spreading either one of these RSV, cold, well, you can't catch cold, flu, or COVID. So if you begin to have these symptoms, contact your healthcare provider, have that discussion. Okay. Now, in high risk adults, RSV could cause them to contract pneumonia or even, as I said earlier, cause those other health conditions that they have to become even worse. Okay, so why am I telling you this? Why does it matter? Because we don't want to spread RSV. We don't want to spread COVID. We don't want to spread the flu. So please consider having that conversation with your family, with your healthcare provider. about becoming vaccinated. I know there's a lot of talk, a lot of issues, a lot of concerns when it comes down to vaccination and being vaccinated, but please have that discussion. We're providing you information to help you make that informed decision, okay? So, again, why does it matter? So we can help prevent the spreading of these disease. As you know, this fall and this winter is coming up. RSV, flu, and COVID, like I said, will likely circulate together. So you can have all three of them circulating during this time of season. And this packs a triple threat, which is why it's all the more important to have that discussion about becoming vaccine because you've got a triple threat out there now, and that is with COVID, flu, and RSV. So we really need to have that conversation, and we're beginning that conversation here tonight on Health Talk with you. Okay, protecting adults as well as children with RSV vaccine doesn't just help with preventing them from becoming hospitalized, it also helps with preventing uh, the uh, RSV and flu and COVID and all those things. It helps prevent from having them spread to children, grandchildren, and great grandma, great grandpa, grandma, grandpa, aunties, uncles, niece, nephew, cousins, in laws, the whole family. So those vaccines help uh, curtail the spread of these disease. So it's important to make sure you have that conversation. Okay. That's all I'm trying to get you to understand. Let's have that conversation and not only just have that conversation, let's make that appointment to go ahead and get these vaccines. Okay. As they always say, an ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. And also, Proverbs 27:12 tells us that the prudent sees danger and take refuge, and prevention is our refuge on tonight. Okay. Now, here's why RSV protection is worth your time. We've already talked about it a lot, but we're just going to reinforce it a little bit more here. Okay. So, RSV prevention, it helps to avoid another pandemic. Okay. Instead of rushing to the ER at midnight, protection gives you that peace of mind. Okay. It helps with the prevention uh, of avoiding another pandemic. We don't want to go through that again. I know I don't. I don't know about you, but I know I don't want to go back through with it again. Okay. Prevention also helps to save money. Okay. The average um, RSV hospitalization expenditures is anywhere from 12,000 to 20,000. And that's just for one individual. And think about that number, people. Okay. So it helps to save money. And vaccines and antibiotics, they cost far less. And in some instance, you could get the vaccines for free. Okay. Also, prevention helps save lives. What could matter more than protecting your baby or your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents? So, prevention helps save lives. Okay. And here's the incentive: taking action now means fewer sleepless night, fewer emergency room visit, and more healthy days together as a family. Okay. So think about it. Prevention, 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 prevention. That's your key word for the remainder of this week. Prevention, prevention, prevention. So if anyone asks you what is your one word for this week, your one word for this week is going to be to them prevention. Okay. So your one word for this week, again, I'm going to put it in the chat, and that is prevention. So when you are asked, what is your one word for this week? You can tell them that Dr. Corbett says, my one word for this week is prevention. Okay? So that's your word for this week, prevention. All right. Okay? All right. So let's keep going. So, practical incentive. Here's the thing. One maternal vaccine equals 6 months of newborn protection. Okay? One maternal vaccine, just one, equals 6 months of newborn protection. One infant antibiotic shot is coverage for the entire RSV season. Remember, typically season October to March, but it is a little off because post pandemic. And one older adult vaccine helps to strengthen your lungs and make your home safer. So, these are some things to incentivize uh, you to get vaccinated. Okay. These are some things to incentivize to get you vaccinated. And we please hope you will consider getting vaccinated. All right. We hope you truly, truly consider getting vaccinated. Like I say, these are small steps today. These very tiny small steps, getting these vaccines, create a ripple of protection through entire families, through entire communities, neighborhoods, so forth and so on. Protection, your key word for this week. Remember your key word, and your key word is prevention. All right. All right. So now, here is the most excited part about this. This is where, we get a little AP, a little audience participation. So, as always, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our first question down in the chat. And we asking if you don't mind, you don't feel comfortable putting it in the chat. We're going to provide you the information how you can reach out to Dr. Willis and myself and share your thoughts in that way if you feel uncomfortable with making that response noted here in the public forum. We will provide you information how you can go ahead and give us your response and submit it without it being in a public forum. Okay. So the first question we're going to propose to you tonight is, as a parent, grandparent, or caregiver, how worried are you about RSV this season? Okay. That is your first question that we're challenging you with on tonight. And that is, as a parent or caregiver, how worried are you about RSV this season? That is your first question. So, how worried are you? Are you worried? Or are you not worried? It's no concern, or, you know, what are your thoughts? We want to hear. Share it with us. So, again, as a parent, grandparent, or caregiver, how worried about RSV are you for this season? Okay. Leave us your comment down in the chat, in the comment section. And again, if you're uncomfortable or feel uncomfortable, no pressure here. You can send us your response and to Dr. Willis and I privately, and we will provide you the information on how you can do that in just a moment here. Now, here's your second question. Your second question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how protected do you feel your family is right now? And what would help move it one number higher? Okay. Again, That is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how protected do you feel your family is at this current moment, and what would help move that number one notch higher? Okay? Go ahead again, as I say, leave us your response down in the chat area in the comment section. And if you feel uncomfortable, don't want to do it that form, then we're going to provide you an opportunity to do it another way. Okay. All right. So here is our next question. Ooh, there we go. Our next question is, come on, there we go. Okay. What would it mean to your peace of mind if you knew your infant or parent was shielded before RSV season began? Okay. Again, that question is, what would it mean to your peace of mind if you knew your infant or your parent was shielded before RSV season began? Remember, the typical season for RSV is October through March. We're here midway, just about midway of September. So I encourage you, go on out there, get those infants vaccinated, get your parents, grandparents, great grandparents, get them vaccinated, okay? And our last question that we're going to present to you tonight is, what one call or appointment could you make this week to protect your family? Okay? So, what one call or appointment could you make this week to protect you, your family, your neighbor, your community, your church? So, what is one call or one appointment that you can make this week? Okay. All right. So now let's go and recap our questions again. Again, if you're catching this live, you can leave your comment in the comment section in the chat area. If you're catching it on replay, you can still leave us your comment in the your response in the comment or chat section, or we're going to put on the screen here shortly how you can present that information to myself and Dr. Willis for us to review. Okay. So again, as a parent, grandparent, or caregiver, how worried are you about this RSV season? Okay. Leave us your comment. We'd like to hear from you. Let us know what your thoughts are on that there. The next one is, on a scale of 1 to 10, um, how protected do you think or feel that your family is right now? And what can you do to make that number one number higher? Okay. And the next one is, what will it mean to you or your peace of mind if you knew that your infant or your parent, grandparent, what have you, was shielded before RSV season began? Okay. And the last question that we presented is, what one call or appointment could you make this week to protect your family, yourself, your neighbor, your church, all those? So, what is that one call appointment that you can make uh, moving forward this week? Again, these questions, they're not judgmental questions. They're not anything like that. They're not made to embarrass or anything like that. Uh, they're just questions that cause us to think, and they invite us to take some type of action, okay, to protection. So, again, let us not forget what our one word for this week is. And that one word for this week is protection. And that's what we're aiming for, is to make sure that we get everybody vaccinated so that we can provide that protection for your family, for you, for the community, for your church, everybody. Okay. Now, here at He Cares Training and Education Center LLC, we help families prepare, protect, and to thrive. What we offer here at HeCares Training Education Center LLC, we offer maternal and child health workshop on vaccines and preventative care, not just with RSV. Okay. We also provide you a faith-based wellness coaching for parents and for caregivers. And we also offer community consulting for schools, daycares, churches to get you ready for RSV, flu, and COVID season. Remember, come this October through March, you're going to have a triple threat: RSV, COVID, and the flu. So reach out to us at He Cares Training Education Center so that we can set up something so that we can have that discussion and see how we can meet your need for your church, for your daycares, for community events, whichever one that you deem necessary that we can be benefit to you. Just go ahead, reach out to us. I'm getting prepared to put that information on the screen so that you can reach out to us at He Cares Training and Education Center. You can go to our website. We have a couple of forms there that you can submit that we can address it at that time. Okay. So here's the information we're putting on the screen now. You have our email address as well as our website. Quickest and best way is to go to that website. You should have the hyperlink in the chat comment section. You can click that hyperlink. It would take you to our page, website, and there's a form there that you can fill out. You can give us your response to the questions there. You can also request a free brief 30-minute video conference call so we can have that discussion on how we can uh, benefit you and how our service can benefit you and meet you to meet your needs, whatever your request is. So please, again, go to our website, fill out that request form. Dr. Willis and I will get it. We will review it. You can schedule. It's a place on the website to schedule that free. Again, it costs you nothing. It costs you not 1 cent to do that free uh, video conference call with us so we can discuss how He Cares can benefit you, your family, your community, your church, your business, what have you. Please reach out to us. We're here to provide the service for you. We just need you to reach out to us and let us know so we can have that discussion. Again, there is an area on the website that you can uh, schedule a free, zero cost video discovery call with us. Okay. All right. Now, we've given you that information. So please reach out to us because when families are informed, they are empowered. Okay. When an organization is formed, it is powered. And when a church is informed, it is even more powered. Okay. Family, friends, loved one, RSV may be something that is common, but it does not have to be devastating. Okay. This year, with the new vaccines that are available, and the preventative treatments, we have tools our parents and grandparents never had. Let's make use of these tools that are available to us. Okay? They're here for us. So let's make use of these tools that are available to us to help with prevention. And as I'm saying to you, your one word for this week, let us not forget it. It is prevention. Okay? That's your one word for this week. All right. Isaiah 41:10 tells us and it reminds us, so do not fear. I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. And that's what we're here tonight, being an instrument through which God can offer you this help by providing you this information regarding RSV, flu, COVID, any other health topic that we bring to you here on Health Talk. We're here to provide you with information that is evidence based, that is scientific research, that is grounded so that you, your family, can make an informed decision when it comes to your family and your health and well being. Okay? And we don't take it lightly. We are dedicated, Dr. Willis and I are dedicated to making sure that you and your family gets this information so that you all can make decisions that are informed and well informed, and that you can have that discussion with your healthcare provider. Okay? Listen, this is what I want you all to do for me. If you all do not mind, please take a moment and make sure that you do me this favor: like, tag, share. Like, tag, share. Can I say it again? Please make sure you do this for me. Like, tag, share, and subscribe. Okay? So if you're not following us on our Health Talk Facebook page, please head over to Facebook. You can go right after this podcast is done, which is in the next few minutes. Head over to Facebook and follow us on Health Talk. And if you are not subscribed to our Health Talk YouTube channel, please, we're asking you, run on over there after you do it on Facebook. Run on over there to YouTube. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Then make sure you hit that bell so you can get notification each time we upload new material. Okay? Again, I'm asking you please to make sure that you go ahead, like, share, tag, subscribe, all those good things that help us, okay? And be sure to give us a thumbs up. All right. Like, share, subscribe, give us that thumbs up. We appreciate it to the highest. All right. Listen, listen, I am thankful. And Dr. Willis is thankful too for your love and your support here on Health Talk. Okay. Thank you again for joining us on this special edition of Health Talk. Please share this episode with parents, grandparents, and anyone caring for babies or elders in this season. Remember, there is a triple threat: RSV, flu, and COVID. So please get your vaccine, become vaccinated. Okay? All right. And remember your one word for this week. And your one word for this week is prevention. Okay. That's your one word for this week: prevention. All right. Do me a favor: like, tag, share, subscribe. All right. Listen, we're so glad that you joined us. We hope that you have found this episode to be a blessing to you. All right. So, again, make sure you go over there. Make sure you like, subscribe, tag, share. Make sure you also give us what? Give us a thumbs up. We appreciate that. All right. I thank you so much for joining us here tonight on Health Talk. Again, we hope this information has been valuable to you. If you have not caught the whole entire live podcast, make sure you go back and hit the replay. We have presented those questions down in the chat area in the comment section. So please go ahead and respond to those for us. We would love to hear your thoughts to those questions. Uh, Dr. Willis and I will review them. We would love to hear your thoughts. Also, if there is a topic that you would like for us to present here on Health Talk, please go ahead, go to our website or email us whatever the topic you would like for us to bring to you on here, and we will be glad to do so. Okay? The information to get in touch with us, you can go to our website. There's a form on there. You fill that form out to let us know what topic you want. And also, if you feel uncomfortable with responding in a public platform to the questions, then you can go to our website and you can respond to the questions there. You can provide your response there. Dr. Willis and I will review those questions. Okay. Again, thank you so much for joining us here tonight on Health Talk. We have been talking about RSV tonight. Please, please, again, make sure you get that appointment, uh, have that discussion with your family about getting the vaccine. Uh, we finally have a vaccine preventative service for RSV. Remember, the RSV season, the flu season, and with COVID out there and the new strand of COVID out there, you have a triple threat for this upcoming October to March season. And this is the season when RSV and flu typically runs October to March. And now you got COVID to contend with. So there's three um, respiratory viruses that we have to contend with that are out there. So please, I cannot stress the importance of considering to becoming vaccinated. I can't not stress it. Okay? Please consider it. Have that discussion with your family. Have that discussion with your healthcare provider about becoming vaccinated. Okay? And remember, your one word for this week is prevention. So if anyone says, what is your word? One word for this week, it is again your one word. Tell everybody, my one word this week is prevention. All right. Thank you so much for joining us here on Health Talk. I'm your host, Dr. Ferris Corbett, along with Dr. Deidre Willis, who is not with us tonight, but she will be joining us in future episodes. Thank you so much. Don't forget, do me a huge favor. If you're not following us, go to Facebook, follow us there. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please, 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 please go over there and subscribe there as well. And again, I'm asking you all to please, please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget, give us that thumb up. All right. Make sure you join us tomorrow night here on Health Talk. Health Talk is a part of He Cares Training and Education Center, where yours truly, Dr. Corbett, is the CEO and founder, and Dr. Deidre Willis is our executive vice president and co-founder. If you did not catch the entire podcast, please, please make sure you go ahead and catch the replay, respond to the questions that we had in there. If there's a topic that you would like for us to discuss, go ahead, reach out to us, let us know what that topic is, and we'll get back with you. All right. God bless you all so much, and we're so thankful that you joined us here on Health Talk tonight. And until tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m., you all stay healthy, stay blessed, and take care. God bless.